Hunger was showing up on the bus ride to school. One particular boy, I mean, he would come off the school bus and you just knew. Not ready to do anything and he needed to eat.
He would come over to me and, kind of whisper, "I don't have snack," because he didn't want everybody to know he had no food. That breaks my heart.
He would come in every day and would say, "I'm hungry, when is snack time?" It was really tough for him to do any work.
I have that child every year times 7 or 8.
He couldn't focus on his work because his tummy was talking to him the whole time. He's thinking, when do I get to eat? When do I get to eat?
There isn't always food at my house. I want to be able to pay attention. I want to be able to focus. I don't like being hungry. I don't think kids should have to be hungry.
When you make breakfast part of a school day, a lot more kids get the chance to eat. It's simple and it works. Schools that want to reach more kids with breakfast need some simple equipment to make it happen, like carts and cooler bags. We're buying it for them.
When I do eat breakfast, I feel good and I listen. I have enough energy to play with my friends.
So when we take breakfast into the school day, we eliminate that stigma, we drastically increase participation, and we're really meeting the needs of all of those food insecure kids here.
You're worried about what it is that the nightmare scenario looks like.
I rate the chance of a widespread epidemic far worse than Ebola in my lifetime is well over 50%.
My fellow Americans, today the World Health Organization officially announced that this is a global pandemic. Today I am officially declaring a national emergency.
In the U.S., California has now reported its first death from COVID-19, and the governor of that state just declared a statewide emergency.
There are going to be dozens and dozens and dozens of people. And the more people you test, the more people you're going to find.
More than 1,500 K-12 schools across the country that have or plan to shut down due to this virus. And that poses a big problem, not only for many other factors, but for families who rely on free or discounted school meals for their children.
There's also the issue of making sure kids who need a meal get something to eat.
Many issues. The first one they're dealing with is how to make sure these kids get fed.
Currently, there are 30 million children that use our public school lunch system. 22 million are on free or reduced lunch. So these kids, if we continue to see this disease continue to spread and schools are closed down, families that rely on their kids getting breakfast and lunch, these programs, are not going to be able to feed their children. And we know that good nutrition is also part of staying healthy, and we need our kids as healthy as possible to fend this off.
Get 2 milks, they get one for their breakfast and one for lunch today.
For the more than 3,000 Ridgefield school kids, meals matter as much as learning. That's why the district immediately started providing breakfast and lunch to go for all kids. Most other districts in Southwest Washington and Oregon will do the same starting tomorrow. At Beaverton High, local church groups were dropping off food for meals along with gift cards that will be handed out to about 150 families in need.
Many families can get in a car, go to Costco, go to a grocery store and stock up their shelves.
We have families who just can't do that.
Portland schools will hand out breakfast and lunch outside several schools starting tomorrow morning. Evergreen schools will do the same, also delivering at elementary school bus stops in the mornings.
And so how do you do that? Well, right now in the SNAP program, there is no mechanism to increase the amount of benefits that you receive. There's disaster relief and disaster aid, which loosens restrictions so more people can receive SNAP, but there's currently no mechanism to actually increase the amount of dollars. The dollars needed to offset breakfast and lunch.
As soon as I heard we had the opportunity to feed every one of our children, I'm not turning that down.
A hungry child can't learn, can't focus, can't be who they want to be.
Every child that's going through our hallways will be our doctor, our lawyer, our teacher, or a children's teacher someday, so we need to make sure that we invest in them. It's the baseline of what we need each and every day, a healthy, nutritious meal.